consumer was invented to degrade people into a conscience of a lower life form that serves and services higher life forms. Consumers in biological terminology are lower than bottom feeders. In fact, they are what bottom feeders feed on. Rampant consumer culture based on low quality, cheap goods in large quantities, bought with debt, is a system created to enslave you. You are viewed by producers and bankers as free-range livestock, the largest feedlot of willing serfdom ever created on the planet. This is entirely a psychological operation, playing upon every subconscious cue and animalistic motivation possible. This is first accomplished by devaluing you as a complete human, which has a soul and hope for a meaningful life. Through social and psychological cues, you are manipulated into animalistic behavior, where you abuse one another, kill each other, sometimes simply for a couple items of poisonous trash made in China. You are manipulated to fulfill roles created to simply sell products for some lifestyle or stereotype you may have adopted. You adopted roles because you were too vain or weak-minded to simply be yourself. Consumer culture destroys people. It destroys communities. It destroys natural human interaction and affection. It replaces civilization and communities where people work together with helpless, lonely, hollow animals that live for the next consumption fix. May all of you that are entrapped by the evil, humanity-destroying consumer culture become aware enough to break free and attain a more free and natural life as intended for you by the Creator. You are created to have free will and to work to create the best life for you and your neighbors. Instead, this directive has been perverted into a hell of consumption of useless products towards the goal of image and role fitting. The greatest hell ever created on Earth, besides nuclear war, is the consumer culture created by multinational commercial interest to enslave you by wage slavery, commuter car culture, cultural expectations, product attainment, and endless debt. The creation of planned obsolescence of products and consumer role modeling ensures that you become the hamster on the wheel, always struggling to get the latest product or fit the latest stereotype or manufactured fad, and then live in misery awash in debt and unhappiness. You're told your unhappiness will be erased with more shopping to fulfill new fad requirements. The roles fabricated for you by commercial interests have nothing to do with you or your deeper and important human nature, which naturally has affection and seeks to better your condition and those of your family and friends. They would have you to believe that living in this consumer paradise is the dream everyone wants. Actually, it's the nightmare no one expected to have. The rejection of all roles and expectations as presented to you by commercial media is imperative in order to rid ourselves of oppressive consumer culture. As the end of this unsustainable, fume-induced disaster grinds towards a plaintive collapse, be aware that it is possible to reject the entirety of this fabricated lifestyle. To you that feel a calling to free yourselves, I encourage you to do so. Flatly reject the culture that is crammed down your throat. Join us in standing against the most oppressive, humanity-enslaving system ever devised. Turn off commercial television. Stop buying useless junk. Stop basing your life on useless junk. Stop paying multinational corporations and buy necessities locally from people in your community. Get to know those people and establish local commerce where you and your neighbors help each other.